Live from the VIP Lounge at the Russell in downtown Hartford, Connecticut. Welcome to the Chat It Up Show!
Hi,
my name's Jessi McCauley.
I'm Naisha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Now, here are the stars of the show. Fresh off of his endorsement deal with verified liquor and spirits. We're talking about none other than Brandon Colbert.
Yes. What's going on? All right.
And finally, retiring the banana hats and replacing it with this article. It's your boy, Jessi!
Alright, guys, welcome to the Chat It Up Show. Of course, we give you the scoop, news, entertainment, arts, and culture, of course, right here. And we're vibing and living in the VIP lounge with me, and of course, my beautiful princess had a little incident. Of course, she'll be here in a few minutes, of course. So, without further ado, we're going to talk about some scoop. And of course, that was always start with my princess, the queen herself. But the scoop right now is going to talk about the one and only Kenya Moore. You know, it's about fashion, and it's about girls being married. I know Brandon is is looking for the queen out there. So, you can D him right now. So talk about Kenya Moore, who just got married and everybody think it's fake.
I follow the Lord. I mean, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You already know what's up. I don't know too much about the housewives and the real neighbors of, I don't know, whatever the case is.
Right.
But you bring up the topic of marriage, real marriages, fake marriages,
right.
TV marriages. We just talked about this last week, but
right.
I don't put it past any of them to Mona Scott Young their life. You know what I mean, and to make something up. If anybody says they're getting married, or I really hope it's real, because you know how I feel. Like, I value the sanctity of marriage and all that stuff, and I don't think it has anything to do with like TV shows and this and that. But I do remember her in like one of them straight to DVD movies like 12 years ago.
What?
Kenya Moore, right? That's the girl with the...
But she's Miss USA, Miss America, something.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even...
He's like, she's supposed to be pretty, but she's pretty.
That's crazy.
But yeah, she's trying to fake this marriage whole thing, and no, she didn't invite her dad, none of her family members, so they think it's a fake.
They would have called her out.
Right.
They would have been like, look, check this out. who is home? You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we could schedule like a fake chatted up wedding or something like that. I'd do it for 100 bands.
Hey, listen, of course, that's email us. Let us know if you want to get a fake wedding. We will tape it for you, not a problem. But on a serious note, of course, what happened in Texas. Yeah, just want to shout out to the veterans tonight. It's crazy because not only do we have our very own veterans sitting on this show tonight. Let's give it up for Brandon, who served our country. Let's go ahead.
Thank you.
Right. Not only that he's sitting here, but something happened with the shooting in Texas.
Yeah.
The guy's also a veteran.
Yeah.
So I know that they go through all these. I guess they were trained to defend, not to kill, but to defend.
Right, to defend. Right.
And when they come home, they're still in that zone and that mode. And I know that this guy was abusing his wife, and I don't know what happened, but he went and killed those people. But shout out to all the families out there. We're praying for you here. Now, I know you were in the military and the Air Force.
Yes.
I'm sorry, right? I don't know what your training is like. And as a matter of fact, last week we had another Air Force on our show. If you check her out, she was a beauty queen though. But Navy. I'm sorry. I was corrected.
She was in the Navy.
In the Navy. So shout out to her, Destiny Tanil. All right, want to give up shout out to that beautiful fighter. She protects the country. She's not doing anything else, right? So tell us, I don't know, when you go through this training, what is it like when you come home? I mean, I know it's intense. You have the guns and all of that. This guns too, but I don't know. Talk on that topic.
It broke my heart that this coward once wore the same uniform as I do. But unfortunately, it happens a lot. You know what I mean? Like, people will blame the military. They'll blame their circumstances, you know, based off of their actions that they take when they hurt people, so on and so forth. I was 21 years old when I came home, and I will tell you, thank God it wasn't to that level, but I did need some readjusting. Imagine, like, I slept with my weapon under my bed. A lot of y'all sleep with your iPhone chargers on your bed, so you can wake up to your, you know, so you can wake up to your DMs and everything like that. But think about it like this. This is no shade or anything like that, but think about it like this. We are trained to defend this country against all enemies, both foreign and domestic, even the ones that we see in the reflection in the mirror. We are protecting racists. We're protecting people who hate us. We're protecting people who want to kill us, who are bigots, so on and so forth. You have to have a balance. I'll tell you one thing. I was in United States Air Force Flight 357 Squad 258, the Mustangs, baby. You know what I mean? So
I don't know what that means, but okay.
They know what's up. Mustangs holler at me, man. But I say all that to say, as much as I polished my gun, I read my Bible every single night. You know what I'm saying? And it was necessary, being so young, because I never went to college. So imagine your first time away from home going to boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never went to college. I never had that experience, even to this day. But my time away from home was based, you have to have a healthy balance. And that has nothing to do with what this coward did. But it is a balance. It's necessary. Like me, weapons and guns and everything like that, I never really stayed away from it afterwards, but obviously in a legal way. Shout out to our sponsors. But you know, if you enjoy doing something, do it. Go to the range. You know, you have to have a balance. And it's necessary. So any veterans that really have something to say, you can reach out to us, man. I'm on deck. I'm ready. I know a lot of us don't really want to go to public forums and things like that, but let me know, let anybody else know that there's resources out there to help y'all, man.
All right, so you see that, you know, of course, I know how crazy it is for those families, especially the babies. Like, come on, man. It hurt, but, you know, they were praying to someone. I know, you know, to God, I hope. But seeing all of that, and, you know, we keep inspiring people and let people know that, you know, never to give up on what they're doing here. The Chat It Up Show is here to give you something from our heart, from our soul. And on that note, you know, we're going to have something from the soul section, yeah? We chat up some souls, and coming out from the heart. So, Mr. Colbert, what you have to tell the people to keep them going forward and keep going and doing what they have to do despite what's happening around them.
Don't ever let action, circumstances, deterrence, whatever the case is, don't ever let that get in your way. And I know we hear it all the time, oh, don't let things get in your way, oh, you have to be bigger than things. But I feel like if you break things down to 3 P's, passion, persuasion, and point of view, you'll be all right. You have to be passionate about something. You have to be passionate about it, not what your friends want, not what's popping on Instagram. You have to be passionate about it. Number 2 is persuasion. You need to persuade yourself that this thing is important to you above all else. And point of view, I would crown point of view number 1. If your point of view is not on point, no pun intended, then you will fail. I don't mean you will be a failure, but you will fail in the sense of what your purpose is. You have to clearly identify what those goals are. You have to break those doors down. And I say this all the time: if an opportunity doesn't knock, you break down the door. And that's what I want to say about, you know, going after your dreams, man.
All right, here we have it. All right, okay, so, you know, we're going to take a quick wrap up. We're going to take some break. You know, keep giving, and of course, the veterans. Today's Veterans Day, you know. Shout out to all you guys. Of course, keep it peace. We'll be right back. You're watching Chat It Up.
All right.
Transformations Med Spa and Fitness in Windsor, Connecticut. Nurse practitioner Raquel Rowe and the amazing staff will transform your body, mind, and soul to make you look and feel your best. They specialize in laser hair removal for any skin type using top-of-the-line FDA-approved lasers. Open Monday through Saturday by appointment only. So call now at 860-217-0764. 860-217-0764. To learn more about all their unbeatable promotions and specials, go to Facebook and become a friend. Make sure to follow them on Instagram.
What's really going on? Oh, babe.
All right, welcome back to the Shut Up Show. Of course, right now we're talking some trends. And of course, men have the best fashion out there, just so you know that, right? So we're talking about some chat trends this fall. What's happening, of course, I'm a fall baby. So fall is the best time of the year. And I do have an amazing guest with me. He's going to talk about what he's wearing, why he's not wearing it, and why he's actually sitting on the show today. All right, I don't like to take the fame and it's his time to shine, and let him introduce himself to you, tell you who he is, and talk up some fashion. Welcome to the show, sir. What's your name, and tell the people who you are.
Hey everybody, Amor Richards, Iconsomnio. It's exciting to be here and talk about fashion, talk about saying congratulations to all the veterans that made it out and doing good things, life after the military.
That's right.
We're talking about fashion, and
That is
I'm telling you,
I got to shout the veterans.
No, that's good. No, I'm not talking. I love it. The show's live. So I'm looking at his tie.
Oh yeah.
The way it's tied, is this a?
What sort of meaning?
So this is Legacy Catholic school. When you wear ties to school every day, you got to kind of get creative. So this is a Trinity knot, right?
Wow.
So it's
See, that's a
Trinity,
trend. I've never seen it like this, to be honest. I don't really wear ties like that, but I'm a bow tie guy,
bow ties are cool too.
Yeah, but this is dope. I like this.
Yeah.
So we're rocking the red again, remembering
yes.
everyone deployed. So I got the hat and the red today for veterans.
All right. I'm liking the scarf and stuff like that. So red is wearing, and it's a fall fashion and stuff. If you don't know, but every week our co-host Brendan dressed like he's always in the fashion wear. He's wearing, of course, something from his clothing line.
Don't say that. Don't start the lying to him yet. Nah, but fashion's so important to me. You know what I mean? It's very. Here's my ideology with fashion.
Yes.
I'm a very conservative dresser.
Yes.
As y'all know, we joke all the time. I have 7 gray suits. It's my favorite color, right? 7 renditions of gray. Right. However, I believe as men, we can be conservative dressing and still look good. My grandmother taught me a very long time ago, right as about 10 years ago when I really got into this game of being a well-dressed, well-kept black man, you know what I mean? She told me,
clean, right?
Just polish the low quarters all the time.
Make sure the shoes are clean.
My grandmother taught me, as a man, it's your job to look good in a black and white suit. Let that soak in. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to dress extra. You don't need to do any of the extra stuff. Look good in a black and white suit. So think about that. Let that ponder, man. Don't get embarrassed.
So you hear that from, of course, the old clothing line himself, the Brandon line. Of course, we're going to talk a little bit more. You'll see this on our Facebook page at the Shut Up Show. You're going to see Mr. Fall Fashion here. You will see a full outlook, a look of what he's wearing, and of course, tag it. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have a special guest for you. We'll be right back.
Gotta have fun. Let your hair loose and let that summer loving through. Yeah. Let that sun shine. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Round and round we go. Summer loving is here to stay. Round and round we go. Summer loving is here to stay. Round and round we go. Summer loving is here to stay. Round and round we go. Summer loving is here to stay.
All right, welcome back to the Chatted Up Show. I'm your boy Brendan here in the building, man. Veterans Day, happy Veterans Day. We got a special, we got a rock star in the building. We got a rock star. Everybody say what's up, the Problem Child Chris. Man, introduce yourself, man.
Alright, so my name is Christian Reed, also is known as Problem Child Chris. I'm technically a drummer, entertainer, and performer. So if you see me around the Hartford area or any other area, just know that what I'm doing is straight positivity. I also want to be able to help the young ones that are struggling right now their life. At least put them on the right track. Because I hate to see that I'm hogging all the talent that I have, but I'm not sharing it with others. I'm not giving back to my own community.
All right. So, my man Chris over here being humble, man.
I know.
We met him a couple months ago at the Jerk Fest.
The Jerk Festival.
Yeah.
Yep.
Killing it.
And
why don't you, tell the world, where'd you just get back from? Just touched down back in the U.S.?
I just now recently got back from London, UK.
All right. So
I was there with the
accent. Yeah, but accent, no.
It's only there a couple days, man.
I was just there with the marching band I was with. It's called the Marching Chorus of New York, which that's not the name anymore. It's now called Cobra Performing Arts.
Okay.
So.
All right. So let our viewers know how old you are and actually how long you've been doing this thing.
I am now 16 years old. I just turned 16 recently. I've been doing this since probably the age of 2, which is actually true about that. I started with the pots and the pans and the spoons and whatever. And I guess to my grandparents, it got annoying. So they had to do something, to get me, active.
So what inspired you to be, a drummer? Why did you like to make noise? Of course.
It was that one day while I was in church, and I was next to the drummer in church. And I guess I had my little sticks, I was a little boy, I had my sticks whatsoever.
Right.
And I guess every time he said now, I had to hit the cymbal. And I was on time with it. Perfect, no mistakes at all.
Right.
And that's when I started pursuing it more often. But ever since then, it was it got to a point where I started doing different things.
What has been your so far? You're only 16. You've been doing. Yes, you're only 16, but you've also been in this game for 14 years. Let's not, what I mean, forget that. But what has been your favorite experience thus far in this game?
Ooh.
Remember, it's a family show. Okay.
All right. So. I believe, it was 3 days before heading to London. Okay. It was a Friday that I was with the Cobra Performing Arts program. I guess we performed for, I believe, Rihanna with her new clothing line that's named Fenty.
Yeah. Shout out to Rihanna, my baby.
Shout out to Rihanna.
Yeah.
Call me back.
That was the biggest experience right there. Personally, as soon as she got out the vehicle, it smelled like roses.
What? I believe you.
Listen, I had to act mature. Listen, I had to act mature.
You got a number? You don't gotta say. You're gonna say. You're gonna say.
About that, I'm focused on music at the moment, so I can't really.
See, that's the answer you give.
Good. So, what are you working on right now for Problem Child?
Right now, I have some clothing line that's coming out right now.
Clothing line.
Yeah, it's called Problem Child. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Keeping the brand strong. Word.
Yep. I'm also representing the brand, which the brand is, breaking all the rules in a positive way. Which that means is while everybody else goes left, you go right. So that means I will always be a problem child, but not really a problem child in a way. And a lot of folks that were telling me different interpretations of problem child, but they if it was a situation from my point of view, then there's a problem with it. See it from my point of view, it's like 2 guys right here. This guy sees number 9, this guy sees number 6. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have 2 different backgrounds, can't judge each other by it.
Cool. Let our viewers know where they can find more things about you, where they can find you, follow you.
On Facebook, media. Christian Reed on Facebook. On Instagram, ProblemChild_Chris, which Problem Child is spelled PRBLMCHLD_Chris, CHRIS.
All right.
You ever saw Paid in Full? We'll talk.
All right, well, you'll catch more of Chris later, of course, in the show. You're watching Church Show. We'll be right back.
My name is J. Stan McCauley, and I do business as Light Source Productions. I provide professional services in the area of strategic video communications. First, what we do is we help you craft your message using what I call the rule of the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. We do event documentation, content acquisition, full-scale productions, editing, and of course distribution through our social media television network. And with social media, video is more important now than it has ever been. Whether you're talking big business, small business, nonprofit, church, or just an individual. let's say you plan you're planning an event, a wedding, whatever the case may be, but let's say a big event, but no video. You spent all this time, all these hours to put this event on, and maybe 100, 200 people attend the event. But more important than that is that thousands could attend by watching it on social media. But of course, you don't think about this until after the event is over. You can't afford not to capture it for social media. And despite what people think, I am affordable. Give me a call. Let's plan your next video project and share it with the world on my social media television network. I promise you that you will have the attention of one person, me.
All right, welcome back to the Shut Up Show. Of course, we're still vibing up in the VIP lounge, and we have a special guest. And she's an author, she's an actress, she's a dancer, she's a singer, she's a multi-talented lady sitting with us on the couch. I'm gonna have her introduce herself to you, tell you who she is, and a little bit more of another thing that she's about to talk about tonight. Welcome to Shut Up Show.
Thank you. Welcome to be. I'm glad to be here.
All right.
My name?
Yes.
Trinine Davis, and yes, I am a children's book author. I don't know about the dancing part though.
So this is a inside joke. So we were I met this beautiful lady in New Britain a while back in the early summertime, and we hang out, and we were at this talent thing, and she was moving, so that's where I get the dancing from. So we're out hanging out, and she's talking about what she does. She's an actress and all that good things. And you're here to talk about this wonderful book called The Butterfly in Me. Tell our viewers a little bit more about that.
Yes, this is my new book that was just published this year, The Butterfly in Me. And I wrote this book about my daughter. I have 2 books out, but this is my newest book. And I write about my daughter, who's my greatest inspiration.
Okay. So what is the book all about? It's your daughter. So is it her experience? Is your experience with your daughter, or?
Well, basically, yes. It's the experiences that she may go through. This particular book, The Butterfly in Me, it's about her losing her favorite cousin. I never mentioned death or dying in the book, but I talk about some of the feelings that kids go through that us as parents, or we go through the same emotions, and a lot of times we don't even know how to deal with our own emotions. So watching my daughter go through this kind of inspired me to write a book for children, to talk about it, to say, hey, it's okay, because we go through the same emotion.
Right.
So just a little bit about the book is that, she's feeling sad, blue, lonely, and confused, and she doesn't know what to do because she lost her cousin. But to her surprise, one morning at her window, there was this big, beautiful butterfly. So she opens up the window, she befriends the butterfly. It takes her on a little journey. So she forgets about feeling sad, blue, and lonely, and confused. So what happens is she realized that the butterfly only comes around during that time. So when she starts putting 2 and 2 together, she figures it out, and she yells out to Ray, "Is that you?" And the butterfly speaks, and it says, "Yes, it is, and I will always be here with you." So it kind of gives you closure.
Man. You call it a children's book. I know hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of men and women I served with that should read this book while in basic training. I could have used this book when I was 21 years old and I came home. The book is so heroic. The ideology of it is so heroic, and I definitely, this is my first time hearing about the book, but I definitely thank you for being courageous enough to write something like that, because you're going to touch people all over the world with this book. My word is my bond.
Thank you. It actually helped me.
Right.
Because I couldn't even talk about my niece for a minute without bawling.
Right.
So it gave me peace and closure as well.
So where can people get more information about the book and find you?
Okay, well, I'm on Facebook, so look up author Trinine Davis. My email address is trininedavis@comcast.net. You can buy it at Amazon.com, also Barnes & Noble. It's in the Mortar store near West Farm Mall, but you can also get it online. And my first book that I wrote is called My Sunny Day. It's also about my daughter.
Okay.
Oh. So you keep writing about your daughter, huh?
Yeah.
You'll always remember her.
Yes.
It's the greatest story ever told.
Yes, that's my treasure.
All right, well, there you have it from the beautiful Trinine chatting with us, of course, author and of beautiful soul, talking about children and just inspiring you guys from a butterfly heart of hers. We'll be right back here with some Chat It Up.
Now, some insurance companies brag that they could be on the scene of the accident right after it happens. Whose interest do they have in mind? Yours? I don't think so. You may be one paycheck between you and the street. You have 3 children, work in another town. You need that car and you need it fast. If you have an accident, call me. Attorney Jeffrey Dressler, 24/7, 1122.
Welcome back to the Chat Up Show. Of course, chatting with us is the capture himself, Tony Captured. All right, the Anthony Day Award, chilling with us, vibing with us, film director, and of course, extraordinaire. Welcome to the Chat Up Show.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. Welcome. So, just to let you guys know, an inside joke. This
a lot of those tonight.
Yes. This guy, we post him on our social media, and we be getting a lot of emails and messages. Oh, you guys having Neo on the show?
Yes.
So, so this is the Chat It Up Show, Neo.
Wow. I'll take it.
So, Tony, talk to us. Tell us about your new thing that's happening right now, the short film.
Yeah, so
tough too.
Yeah, so I wrote a short film back in 2016. It was about this guy named Terrence who's about to propose to his girlfriend, and then he runs into some situations that make him question his own level of commitment. So what actually ends up happening is he thinks that he's about to marry and propose to this beautiful, long-haired, nice smile woman. Right. But he kind of learns that she's a little manipulating, and she's a bit of a sociopath.
She was crazy. I seen it.
Crazy.
She was crazy. She was from Windsor or something.
Don't be having them in my DMs. So, even though he learns that she's a little sociopathic, he still continues on. He continues on with the proposal. Yep. So we started that short film in 2016, and we did the film festival circuit. We went to Charlotte. We won Best Music in LA. Oh, we won Award of Distinction in Canada.
Nice.
And the demand was kind of there. I mean, everybody was, oh, what's going to happen next? Because it kind of left on the cliffhanger. Yeah. And then I just saw it as an opportunity there, and it was like, okay, let's just take this, and instead of making like a movie, let's break it up into series. Docu-series. So now we're making a 6-episode web series. Nice. And so it's through it all the series. So let me give you some numbers real fast. Yes. So we went from 3 characters in the short film to 13 characters in the series. We went from filming a 20-minute edited version in the short film to 60 minutes in the series. So we've upped it 3 times on everything.
So it's a web series, so people can see this on what platform?
Yeah, so the short film was on. It's on a lot of platforms actually. It's been bootlegged a couple times.
We made it. Once you in the bodega.
You know, I typed in through it all in Google, and it's just on mad just websites now. So you can find it wherever Google takes you. But it's officially on. It's on my YouTube page on Tony Captured on YouTube. It is on indieflix.com, which is it's a website geared towards independent filmmakers. Yeah, it's the Netflix for independent filmmakers.
Nice.
Wow. So it's a subscription-based film. So they picked up the distribution about 6 months ago.
Word.
So now this Through It All web series. This will be out in December 14th. So we're gonna start our Through It All Thursdays. So every Thursday from December 14th on, we're gonna air one episode.
Gonna drop it?
We're gonna drop one episode. Yeah.
I like that.
Nice.
December 9th, we're actually gonna, for those that are gonna be in New Haven, we're gonna do a screening of the first 2 episodes.
Word, ain't nothing right on there.
So if anybody's in New Haven area, we're gonna be at 85 Willow Street in New Haven, Connecticut. We're gonna air the very first 2 episodes of Through It All.
Okay.
See the series premiere, season premiere, world premiere.
What would you tell a young filmmaker who's interested in jumping in the game? How to start? Do you buy your own equipment? Do you try to get what do you tell? What advice do you give?
So, depending on the generation of the person that you ask that question to, you'll get a couple answers.
Okay.
Right? If this is somebody that's right ahead of me, maybe a generation ahead of me, if I say I want to be a filmmaker, they would say, go pick up a camera and make a film.
Right.
And then you'll be a filmmaker.
Right.
So outside that advice, I think I would probably say, I think networking is probably a really big thing. I think we have a, what I'm going to call, we have a helicopter approach to networking. So meaning, we want to meet the CEOs of HBO, the program director of CAA, and we think that if we can just get in a room with Tyler Perry and we can show him the script that we wrote in Microsoft Word on a Thursday that we didn't have to go to work, then he'll just be, okay, that's great, I'm just going to pick it up. So we kind of jump a little bit. Now, what I think that we probably should have is what I'm going to call the airplane. I'm going to call it the fixed wing approach towards networking, which is just kind of networking on your level. Like the people that are kind of around you, the people that are hungry, because those are the people that are going to like help build the vision. The people that just want to, come and shoot, and they want to build their reel up. They want to get those are the people that are going to help. So if you network around that level, I think that's probably the best advice that I would give.
So after this short film, what's next?
Oh, I got a beautiful call this morning. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
Oh,
no, I'm not working on my level. I'm not working on my level. I wish it was Oprah.
I would cry if Oprah ever called me.
You would cry, brother.
That's crazy, Oprah.
If Oprah called you, that means I'm 1 degree away from Oprah. I feel it, brother. I absolutely feel it. But I got a good call this morning, and I'll be in the city this weekend. We'll be talking some business.
Word.
But we got a lot of really good stuff coming on. The series is setting up a lot of stuff. One of the reasons why I wanted to do the series, we have so many actors, and all these actors. Think of 13 people's schedules.
Right.
Yeah.
Coordinated 13 people's schedules over the course of a few months. And these are actors they're working actors. Like they do this. Right. And one of the things that they're looking for is they don't want no mediocre script.
Right. They want quality.
Yeah. So my approach to them is I'm selling them on the script. When I went and I would meet with some of the actors, I'm telling them, listen, these are your lines. Read these lines here. This is going to look good on your reel.
Right.
So that's how you have to sell it, especially when you don't have a big budget to give a lot of people money.
Right.
You have to sell it another way, and the way that you can sell it is what will it do for other people. And these lines are going to help feed your reel. So that's what I do.
All right. Well, just let our viewers again know where they can find more of you and all the things you're doing right now.
Yeah. So our YouTube page is doing pretty good right now. So if you type in Tony Captured on YouTube, that's where we're going to be uploading all of our web series. Instagram, I'm very big on that. Big as in that's my biggest means of communication. Tony Captured on Instagram, and then TonyCaptured.com if you want to go and just look at some more work. Got a couple other web series. Don't forget about December 9th.
New Haven,
Connecticut, 85 Willow Street.
Elm City, baby.
Yes. All right, there we have it. We'll be right back here watching Channel. right, welcome again. Thank you so much for watching the Stand Up Show. Today, of course, is our Veterans Day, and I want to give a big shout out to all the men and women who are still fighting and who have served for this beautiful country. Of course, sitting on this same show is a strong man himself. I just want you to tell the people who are still going through what you've been through, and I'm sure you're still ready to go if you're ready to fight again, right?
Oh, I'm always ready to boots on the ground, ready. Say no more, man. I'll trade it all in. Somebody asked me once, if you could have one thing in the world, what would it be? These are questions we hear all the time.
Right.
Some people thought I'd say, oh, BC Consultant to be successful, this to be successful, this would be wildly successful, a lot of money. But really and truly, when it comes down to it, if I would trade it all, the TV show, the books, the movies, the motivational speaking, the accolades, so on and so forth, I would trade every single one of it all. I would put it all in a box for one more child with my best friends that gave their life in war. Like that. The suits, gone. So what I would say to the people who are still serving and who are affected, because it's not only military personnel, it's the families.
Right.
It's the neighbors, it's the people who never might touch a uniform. Those are the people who are affected as well. Stay strong, understand that your circumstances don't determine your relevance, and understand that you are truly a gift to the world.
All right, well, there you have it from, of course, a true veteran himself. I want to thank our guests, our beautiful Trinae Davis. I want to thank, of course, Problem Child and, of course, D. Anthony Ward for chilling and chatting with us. And, of course, as they always ask, where we get our friends from.
All over the world, baby.
Thank you again for
like
watching
Mitch.
Shout Out Show.